So, how do we begin to turn the corner? How do we start the process of thinking for ourselves? Firstly, the suppression of uncomfortable ideals may be common in religion and politics, but it is not the path to knowledge, and there is no place for it in the endeavor of reality and truth. Secondly, you have to understand this. Education is training, knowledge is awareness, and intelligence is discernment. When someone controls a person's education, they control their intelligence. Once your intelligence is controlled, you have access to their reality. And once reality is controlled, you can be made a slave. To break this, you must always seek truth. As long as you're seeking truth, you will always control your own reality. Lastly, always seek reality with truth, not the things that make you feel good. That's very important. The thinking that goes on in your intelligence is much more important than how much intelligence you possess. Education is training. Information is things you know or have access to, but true knowledge is awareness. J. Krishnamurti said, "Question all authority, even yourself." When you begin to question your own thoughts, your own relationships, your own desires, your own achievements, then out of that comes the quality of humility. You are then learning. Learning is infinite. Education is limited. Epictetus said, "Philosophical reason states we must establish what is true, eliminate what is false, and suspend judgment and doubt in all cases. We also have to learn how to test and distinguish what is true, false, and unclear. And most importantly, we have to accept the consequences of what has been proven to be correct, regardless of if it goes against our programmed belief system." The worst offense of truth is not admitting when you're wrong and not being able to say, "I don't know." So that being said, the obvious question is, what is truth? The answer is, I cannot give you a definitive answer to that because truth comes from within. When someone can explain to you definitively what truth is, you can be sure it's not truth. The only real truth is within you, and it is your duty to search for it. So, even though I cannot define it for you, I can give you some characteristics of truth. Truth needs no belief. The earth rotates so the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. No one asks, is the sun real? There's no belief needed. However, lies need belief. The truth stands on its own. False truth is to say you absolutely know truth. Real truth is to know I'm wise enough to know I don't know anything. Truth as a verb is truth. Truth as a noun is dead. When someone says, "My way is the truth," period, they have turned truth into a noun. When in all actuality, truth is only possible when all conditions and dogmas are dropped. Only then are you totally free, unconditionally free. That's where you find the movement and the evolution of truth as a verb. And as Neil Donald Walsh has said, evolution occurs with our cooperation or without it. Change happens and cannot be avoided. The issue is whether change is going to be something that happens to us or through us. When I talk about truth, and sometimes people debate with me, I don't seek victory for my ego or for myself. It should never be that might is right. Instead, it should always be that right is might. And no matter what, in the end, truth should win. If you are carrying stones in your hands and you think they're diamonds, it's not my place to tell you to throw the stones out. I'll just simply say, look again.